Today, I'm ranking every single character from The Force Awakens on a tier list from S to F, S being the best and F being the worst. These characters will be based on this movie alone and no other movie part of the sequel trilogy. Now, I may go off rails and probably talk about the other sequel trilogies, but just ignore it. And make sure to stick until the end, and I will rank your favorite character. So, yeah, anyway, let's get into it, shall we? So first we have this commander, which is from, like, the past original trilogy, who really played a big part at the end of the movie whenever they went on to destroy Starkiller Base. So I'll throw him at B tier. Next we have BB-8. Now BB-8 is a replacement for R2-D2 in this trilogy. He is probably one of the best things that came out of the sequel trilogy, and all in all is just a fun little droid, should I say. He's a little fun droid. He played a massive part in this movie, giving the Luke Skywalker coordinates to the Resistance, where the Resistance could go and find Skywalker. Now, if he gave that to the First Order, they would have went on and go kill Luke Skywalker, which that didn't really happen. Now, did it? Because Luke Skywalker got high off the Force in the end anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, BB-8 went on to go and give the Resistance this map, which was the key to find Luke Skywalker, and they ended up dead, and Rey, guess what, went to go give Luke his lightsaber, and then, you know what, the cliffhanger happened. But anyway, yeah, BB-8, fair enough, a really good little funny, goofy droid in this movie. Next, we have 3PO. Now, 3PO, A tier, he didn't play a massive role in this movie at all. Just like Episode 3, whenever I talked about 3PO. 3PO was just a pawn to Leia, and that was really about it. And was kind of sort of a pawn to the Resistance, but other than that, he didn't really do anything. He didn't do much in this movie at all, because they were trying to replace these old droids with new droids, which didn't really happen, but you know what? A tier. Next, we have Chewbacca. Now, Chewbacca, S tier, go ahead. Chewbacca played a big part helping destroy Starkiller Base yet again, and helped Rey and Finn to go on and find the coordinates to destroy the shield of Starkiller Base, and that, yeah. Now, Han Solo, I'll throw him an S tier, only because he finally got his wish of what he wanted, which was to get killed off by his own son. Harrison Ford wanted Han Solo to get killed off, and Disney finally did it. Now, the way he did it was by Kylo Ren stabbing him, his own son stabbing him in the chest and falling down the reactor shaft. Yeah. And that was kind of, I guess, a present to Obi-Wan Kenobi dying in A New Hope, because this was literally a New Hope copycat. So, yeah, but just the way Han Solo died was just, why? It was definitely wow in the movies. Like, what just happened, you know? But, I mean, he wanted, and his wish finally happened. But, I mean, how can Kylo Ren stab Han Solo in the chest, and the lightsaber actually works? But in any of the other movies, lightsaber stabbing does not work at all. It doesn't even go through you. It just says if it does go through you, it's just like, hey, it's just a little scratch. We can wipe it off and we'll move on. It's a lightsaber. It goes through you and you're dead. No. General Hux, S tier, very wonderful, very villainous character of the whole movie, I will say. More villain than Kylo Ren in this movie. He went on to give the speech, the First Order speech, and he got all the First Order stormtroopers to salute to him, and he went on to go destroy three planets with probably billions of people in each planet with Starkiller Base. So he probably does have the highest kill death ratio of anyone, of any character in any movie. So yeah, General Hux was a very, very villainous character and had a bunch of potential in this movie. But then, yeah, I can't talk about the other movies, but we all know what happens. So yeah, anyway, Leia pretty much played the same role as she did in A New Hope, which is to go on and destroy Starkiller Base, just how Leia did in the original trilogy in A New Hope, how she destroyed the Death Star. So, yeah, A tier. That's as high as I can go. She didn't really play a big role. Now, this, on the other hand, I don't even know what this is. D tier. She gave Rey this lightsaber, which was Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, and that lightsaber got destroyed on Bespin. However, she never, ever told the story on how she actually retrieved the lightsaber, so I had to go out and do the research and make about 4 or 5 different shorts on how she got the lightsaber, because Disney didn't explain how this girl right here didn't even get the lightsaber. No, that story was saved for another time, which we never actually heard the story, so how does that even make sense? So yeah, D tier. Yeah, D tier. Next we have this Obi-Wan Kenobi looking guy right here. We'll throw him in C tier. If he didn't play a big role, he died right at the beginning of the movie. So yeah, giving BB-8 the giving that to Poe Dameron, and Poe Dameron giving the map to BB-8, and BB-8 running to Rey. Next we have Captain Phasma. Now she was cool, very very cool, but yeah, A tier. R2D2 legend, S tier. I'm going rank this high because R2D2 is just a great droid. So yeah, I have to rank him that high because he's R2D2. But he didn't really play a massive role in this movie because he was shut off most of the movie until the end whenever BB-8 got the first half of the map, and R2 has the second half of the map when they joined it. But yeah, that's the only role he played in this movie because they want to replace the old droids with new droids, and we don't really like that now, do we? So yeah, S tier. Next we have Rey, a Luke Skywalker copycat. It's pretty much a New Hope copycat. B tier. I don't like Rey. Let me point out, Kylo Ren pulls the lightsaber that Finn had, the Luke Skywalker lightsaber. He pulls it, but then Rey actually pulls it. But then she actually defeats Kylo Ren, a person who has never picked up a lightsaber at all, defeats a almost Sith Lord, which Kylo Ren's not a Sith Lord. He doesn't even have the title of Darth yet, but you know what I mean. He has lightsaber training, and Rey doesn't, and she actually beats him somehow. I I explain that, please, because I really don't know how. And all of a sudden, she could just pull the Force like that. And now there's this one moment where she gets captured by the First Order and she can use Jedi mind tricks on a First Order stormtrooper. I don't really know how that makes sense either, but you know what? Whatever. Now, Finn was probably one of the best ideas from Disney and the only original idea, a stormtrooper joining the Resistance. And we all thought he was going to be the chosen one and actually be Force sensitive and the one to defeat Kylo Ren. But you know what? That didn't happen. So, yeah, anyway. Now, next is Poe Dameron. I'll throw him in A S tier. A tier. Yeah, A tier. He is the Han Solo copycat of the sequel trilogy. And other than that, he was one of the fastest pilots in the Resistance, and he played a big part in this movie, destroying Starkiller Base and saving Han, Chewie, Finn, and Rey on that planet, calling in the Resistance and helping them survive. So yeah. Next we have Supreme Leader Snoke. Now Supreme Leader Snoke was a definitely cool idea, and he told Kylo Ren what to do. So it was Kylo Ren. Now Kylo Ren definitely held this trilogy upon until he did what. Anyway, he had a much darker version. J.J. Abrams had a much darker version of what he did, but you know what? He didn't want to do that, so we made him a Darth Vader copycat and gave him much lighter. But yeah, in this movie, he was a menace. He just went on to stab anyone he saw, especially at the very beginning of the movie, which that was very cool. But then he got beat by someone who didn't even or has never picked up a lightsaber at all, and just all of a sudden discovered they're Force sensitive. So, you know what? Whatever. Anyway, that's my tier list of Force Awakens characters from S to F. Bye.